Alright everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the strongest weapons in Craftopia, what their max refinement is, a brief note on where or how to obtain them. All weapons used will have no enchants, they are all scrubbed. I will be wearing no armor, and we're going to go out back and test our attacks on some training dummies, and we'll follow up with the strongest attack for each class via the EI slash for any swords. We'll use Vorpal Dance for the spears and Magnum Shot for the bow. So once again, you can kind of see what some base damage, no enchants, no armor is looking like. First, let's take a look at my picture book. So with the picture book, you can essentially take items from your inventory, throw them into the picture book. They'll no longer be usable, but they stack in here as a means of getting rid of things in inventory, but it also adds to certain stats. So we can look down here at the bottom right, how much of the weapon picture book I've actually completed, what my whole picture book completion is looking like, and we can even see the stats that is adding to me. So I do have a little bit of benefit to attack and physical crit damage rate, so that will affect some of the numbers we see here today, but other than that, it should be pretty standard across the board for anybody trying out these weapons. So without further ado, let's begin with the strongest weapons in Craftopia. So for the purpose of testing each of the weapons, we'll be using the following skills. Charge Strike, Rotating Strike, we have Dual Wield maxed out, Two-Handed maxed out, we have Jumping Shot, Forester, Bullseye, and Forester 2, just so we can be a little more on par with the added stats to the Dual Wield and Two-Handed for the bow build. And we'll be using Vorpal Dance to test the spear, we'll be using Magnum Shot for the bow, EI Slash, and Blooming Strike for any sword weapons. Starting off with the spears, everybody, we have the Green Dragon Crescent Blade at 1127 attack when max refined at Kai 99, simply meaning has 199 refinements. We have the Butcher Spear at 1217 attack, also at Kai 99. The Schwarzenlancer at Kai 99 as well with 1047 attack. And lastly, we have the Boa Spear at 1147 attack, offering Money Grubbler and Lifesteal as passives attached to the weapon. The Boa Spear can also apply a poison to the enemy, and is not dramatic or super significant as the Toxic Arrows, but it does start to tick away damage over time. Starting off with the Schwarzenlancer, let's see how it performs. So the spear attack animations are pretty cool. There is a special for the weapon as well. So as you see, I have that one spear down there on the bottom, right above my hotkeys. And as I finish a full combo move, it'll stack another one on top of that. We'll get up to 3. Then I can charge hold for my spear, and it'll give me a nice, pretty colorful effect whenever I toss it. Neat. To re-pick it back up, super simple. Outstanding. So yeah, not too shabby. Let's see how the Green Dragon Crescent Blade holds up. About the same, a little bit stronger. The effects, or the color effects of the spear special will be consistent. As long as you hit with that last attack, it will add a stack to your ability to use this spear special throw. And I'm just going to press and hold left click. Boom. Yeah, that was a bit harder. Very nice. Next, we have the Butcher Spear. Current strongest spear in game. Again, the spear special effects are pretty dope. I enjoy combat with it. It works really well with the shield as well. Nice. And the 2-stack, we'll just say you end up missing one color. So it's just red. Summoning is all the same. And lastly, the bow with spear. Let's check out this bad boy. It's not necessarily the strongest. 1147 attack as opposed to the butcher with 1217. Not a huge difference though. Also, it will add a poison if I was fighting a normal enemy. Ah, there we go. There's some poison for you. I will say it has increased over updates. Maybe that's something I've missed, but I would definitely put the bow with spear as the top-notch spear in game at the moment. Just the ability to add poison damage over time can go a long way, especially in those longer boss fights. Yeah, pretty good damage. Let's see how the Vorpal Dance performs. So Vorpal Dance is going to be the spear skill that utilizes mana. Its last attack will be its strongest, but it will continue until you are out of mana, followed by a last powerful attack. So I've been able to hit around 200k with the last attack on Fenrir. Works pretty well, and if you have a huge mana pool, you can sit there stabbing something for a very long time, just hope they don't move very far. So that, everybody, was our current in-game spears, their max refinement. The Green Dragon Crescent Blade you can obtain from a merchant or gold chest. The Butcher Spear you can obtain from a merchant or gold chest. The Schwarzen Lancer right there you can obtain from a merchant or a gold chest. And the Bow with Spear you will have to craft at a skilled blacksmith using the following items retrieved from a tyrant snake. Good luck with that. You can get the Poison and Toxin by farming Swinging Roots, and you can get the Bone Meal of Enormous Beasts through many bosses in game at the moment, dragons, Fenrir, the Tyrant Snake, and potentially from NPC quest rewards. Now, we're going to take a look at the bows in game. So we have the Platinum Bow, Ki-99 with 767 attack. We have the Killer Bow at 797 attack. We have the Sagittarius Bow maxed out at 817 attack. Now you could still take this to the skilled blacksmith using a magic stone and upgrade it one more time. It will remove all refinements if you do that though, so make sure you upgrade in the skilled blacksmith before any refining is done to the bow. The Composite Bow, we have 807 attack. This is one of the new bows added with the last update. And we have the Sharpshooter at Ki-99 as well at 847 attack, so the current strongest bow in game. Our Toxic Arrows also have no enchants on them, so nothing to be concerned with there. So we'll equip our Toxic Arrows. I'm going to start with the Platinum Bow. Again, we do have the Forester passives on, so the bow does more damage, and we have Bullseye, so headshots do more damage. Not too shabby. Aiming down the sights. Feels good. Headshots make a beautiful sound. Gotta love it. Alright, not bad. The arrow fall off is not very steep, so you don't have to arc it a whole lot. Feels good. I like the way it shoots in game. Now on to the Killer Bow. That headshot crit once in a while, maybe does a little more damage. Not too shabby. The Sagittarius Bow. Again, should be a bit stronger. Terrific. Maybe we can get that headshot. Those headshots really make a difference. Outstanding. Alright, and our Composite Bow. So it would seem the fire rate and distance and drop is going to be about the same for all bows. None of them really have any passives that would differentiate them from one another very much. Sharpshooter does look pretty cool though. Yeah, fall off for all of them is exactly the same. Damage with all of them at Ki-99 is still pretty relative. Our jump shot, we can really get a lot of shots off quickly. So this is great if you're fighting a boss, helps apply a lot of toxin quickly, land a lot of headshots back to back. And lastly, let's see if I can land a magnum shot from here. The magnum shot animation's a little weird, but hey, if you get the headshot, it can do some good damage. So, that, everybody, are the bows. You can craft the platinum bow inside the blacksmith or obtainable from a merchant or gold chest. You can craft the killer bow with a platinum bow inside of the skilled blacksmith. Sagittarius bow you can find from a gold chest or a merchant, and you can upgrade it with a magic stone inside the skilled blacksmith for a chance of adding one of the magic stone enchants onto the weapon. Does not improve its stats much. The composite bow, also craftable inside the skilled blacksmith, and the sharpshooter is craftable inside the skilled blacksmith. So are the toxic arrows. You can also buy toxic arrows from merchants, or you can farm the materials from swinging roots like the giant ones behind me, drop it in lava, or just run around killing them. Anyways, good luck. Next up, we have our dual wield swords. So to go through our list, we have a Mon's Dagger, which if you're familiar with the anime Magi, this might ring a bell, Alibaba's weapon. So at Kai plus 50, meaning 150 refinement, we have 1216 attack and 5% to attack speed. Very nice. It also gives us the passive Hellblaze, a level 2 passive. Or active skill, my apologies. So you can drag the weapon onto your hotbar just like you would any magic skill, and then you can hit that number to use Hellblaze. We also have the Arabian Knight at plus 99, giving us 1229 attack, making it the third strongest weapon in game. We have the Executioner, which has recently been increased from 99 to Kai plus 20, giving us 1175 attack, and the passive Wrath. The more damage you take, the more damage you deal. And last but not least, we have the Frost Rose Edge, which is the second strongest weapon in game for attack. Currently at Kai 99, gives us 1297 attack, 1297 magic attack, with the active skill Frostmine, the passive Lumberjack, and the passive Wisdom. So great for magic, great for a hybrid magic, and great for a magic sword and shield build. So, to get the test then, we'll start with the Mon's Dagger. The 5% increase in attack speed can be quite useful. So your standard left click, if you just keep using that, will go through a combo. And if you've noticed, the little rainbow swords above my hotbar stacked all the way up to 10 hits. So after hitting an enemy 10 times using dual wield, you'll now have an available special for the dual wield attack. So I can jump and hit left and right click at the same time. It'll do a series of slashes. Hopefully your enemy is on the taller side, taller than a training dummy. Also, we can use right click only, and that'll do a 2-part combo. You can alternate between left and right click to do an endless combo, so you can just keep alternating between the two. You can hit both left and right click without a jump. It'll do a jump attack swing thingy. Or you can double click, and in the air, double click again to swing back towards the ground. The dual wield build does give you some different options for standard combat swinging and attacking, which is pretty neat. So now, let's test our skills. So, Kirito's favorite dual wield attack. The damage is alright, but it looks really cool. And our EI slash. The first attack may hit many, but the second follow-up where you sheath your weapon will only hit one. I believe it's the last target that was hit. So that was a Mon's Dagger. Next, we have the Arabian Nights. So these bad boys just look awesome, but same thing as Mon's Dagger. We have all the same skills available to us. You can see that ticker in the bottom counting up. We can try and get the jump slash. Nope, I suck again. And yeah. Super rare find, but some really cool looking swords. We have the Executioner Axe, dropped from the Executioner boss. Again, a great option, does not take a whole lot of time to farm, does not take a whole lot of time to refine up to Kai 99, and is definitely viable for dual wield build or one-shotting some bosses. And now for our strongest dual wield build, the Frost Rose Edge. Beautiful looking sword, glows in the moonlight. Devastating damage. Not really. And the EI slash. Outstanding. And just to show you the passive skill use, again, you can drag this bad boy onto the hotbar and use it just like it was a magic skill. Very nice. So that, y'all, was our dual wield build. To acquire the Frost Rose Edge, you need to kill Fenrir many times, you need some platinum ingots, and you can make this in the skilled blacksmith. Amon's Dagger. I have only ever found one out of a gold chest. Good luck. And I have 600 plus hours, and I've only ever found one. Arabian Night. Similarly, 600 plus hours, I've only ever found 2. Good luck. They're in a gold chest somewhere. And the Executioner. Super simple. You can farm these from the Executioner boss found in the Dungeon of the Island, the big oak tree looking dungeon. And if you farm him on level 7 islands, it'll drop with the enchant Red Eyes Purging, which again is a very useful enchant, good weapon without taking too much time to have to farm up the best of the best. So the Executioner Axe is definitely a viable option, especially with the new Kai plus 20. Outstanding. Next, we have our sword and shield build. So with the most recent update on June 23rd, brought us 2 new shields to work with. They're pretty nifty. So we got the Kite Shield, giving us 50 to magic attack, 10% attack speed, 10% to movement speed, 10% to jump height, and still giving us 30 to defense. Pretty versatile, pretty useful, pairs especially well with Amon's Dagger with the increased attack speed, or with Whirlwind for the increased attack speed, so nifty. We also got the Estushion, with 200 to magic attack and 30 to defense, so this bad boy can be really useful if you're going for a sword and shield build, maybe you're going for a fast cast. And yeah, this would be great for a hybrid or just sword and shield magic build. So to look at our other options for this build, we have the Platinum Shield, 100 to magic attack and 25 to defense. So if you need a decent shield, you have yet to make it to the Bone Dragon in the desert, then get yourself some platinum ingots, I think on level 5 or level 6 island, and you can start making these bad boys. Pretty nifty. And the shields, the Bone Dragon shield typically is going to come with a 4-stack available enchants, being Primordial, Eternal, Immortal, Bone Dragon. Also all great for any shield build you're working on adding to your defense. So the Whirlwind puts us at 997 attack, but its magic attack's at 1297. So really useful if you're going for a magic build, and still viable if you're going for an attack build. Maybe fast cast, hybrid. The Holy Sword of Gratitude, Kai 99 puts us at 1036 attack, so pretty useful. It also comes with the active skill Arch Heal at level 5. So if you need an additional heal, you can have Arch Heal on your hotbar, and you can have the sword on your hotbar. They'll have separate cooldowns. Each can pop Arch Heal. The Arabian Night, as we saw before with the dual wield, the Executioner, as we saw before with the dual wield, and the Frost Rose, as we saw before with the dual wield. So to start off, we'll use the Platinum Shield, and we will use the Holy Sword of Gratitude. So, as you see, the Holy Sword of Gratitude is going to be pretty comparable with the other weapons at Kai 99. It's nice that it adds the Arc Heal passive. Takes a second, but it'll also heal your pets, so it can be really useful if you're going for, like, I don't know, a dragon build. Dragon Knight build, something of the sort. We can also try out our Whirlwind with the Kite Shield for a huge increase in attack speed, so 10%, 10%, 20% added attack speed. So great if you're going for a fast cast build. Every time you would hit, the passive fast cast can reduce your magic cooldown time by 0.75 up to 2 seconds. So that can be pretty huge, especially if you're using like Miasma or the Electric Cat. I've been able to stack 3 Electric Cats at one time, so that did some pretty mad damage. The Estushion both look pretty freaking cool. Gotta say, this gives me a Paladin build vibes for sure. You can even pair it with the Holy Sword, a little more Paladin-like. And the Bone Dragon Shield looks amazing because it has glowing blue eyes, which always looks cool. So pretty neat. All the shields, you can use the passive skill Parry to be able to parry arrows or even magic attacks back at the enemy. So the Lizard Gunner with those electric balls, you can parry those back. Fluor throwing her magic balls, throw those back. A fire-breathing dragon, you can throw his fireballs back in his face. The shamans that throw fireballs and dance around sporadically, throw back in their face. And arrows, which is weird because you'll parry it, it'll like do some weird zigzag like you're on Guardians of the Galaxy. And yeah, it'll eventually hit him. Probably for a headshot too. You can also use Strong Bass, which is a newer skill added to the shields. This will allow you to stun after an enemy attack, also dealing much more shield damage than normal. So this is super nice if you're in close quarter combat and you're just trying to hit some parries and get some guys off you. Counter, again, super useful. Already comes on the Bone Dragon attached, but it will increase your next attack after a successful parry. Taunt, if you're going for a paladin or tank build, that way you can draw aggro, adds to your overall defense as well. And if you have a magic friend in group, they can also use protection, or you yourself can, to again up your defense even more. So pretty nifty for the shields. Where to get them? The platinum shield you can find in a gold chest. I believe you can get it from a merchant, and you can also make it in a blacksmith using platinum ingots. The kite shield and escutcheon you also make in the skilled blacksmith. The bone dragon shield you will acquire from killing a bone dragon in the desert. The whirlwind you can acquire from killing the griffin numerous times, especially with the added new griffin that is in the autumn island, who drops different enchants available on the whirlwind. So I'd definitely go check that out. The wisdomful and the golden sky are amazing enchants, especially for a magic build. Outstanding. And as we said, the Arabian Knight gold chest, the executioner dropped from the executioner boss. Frost Rose you'll have to make in the skilled blacksmith after killing Fenrir numerous amounts of times. And the Holy Sword of Gratitude you will get from a gold chest, I believe. Maybe even a blue chest. You'll get it from a chest somewhere. So good luck refining it that many times. Anyways, that was our sword and shield options. Next up, we have our two-handed weapons. So we got the baseball bat at Kai 99, gives us 747 attack. Also gives us the skill full swing. So we'll give that a shot here shortly. We have Stormbringer, which can be now crafted in the skilled blacksmith as of the June 23rd update. At Kai 99 gives us 1097 attack. Outstanding. We have Sting, which was also added as of June 23rd. You can make it with platinum ingots inside the skilled blacksmith. And it gives us 1217 attack at Kai 99. Pretty solid. We have the Flameberg at Kai plus 20. This is dropped from a red or crimson dragon. At Kai plus 20 gives us 1060 attack. We also have Fire Sword of Sutur. At Kai plus 40 gives us 1200 attack. Pretty nice. And last but not least, we have Mjolnir. At Kai plus 50. You can obtain this from doing a quest for an NPC. A little hard to get a hold of, but outstanding as it is. The strongest weapon in game for attack builds. So, let's take a look, y'all. Starting off with our baseball bat. All two-handers will have the same animations. Their special is not after attacks, but you can hold right-click to charge up a dump. Looks like rage and aggression. And that will add to your damage. Again, the animation will stay constant no matter what two-hander you are using, and the charge can only be increased by holding right trigger. It will start over, otherwise you can just restate the buff, reapply the buff, and that'll restart the counter. You're all so goddamn annoying! Yeah, I know, just let me hit you. Fuck! Alright, there we go. Boom! Wasn't a home run, but hey, that was a hefty hit. Stormbringer. We also have a new accessory or weapon support or offhand slot that'll go here that will apply the enchants to the two-handed weapons, making them even more viable because you're not missing out on a potential 4-stack enchants aiding in your build. Stormbringer. Looks fucking amazing. I love it. Pretty solid damage. Not too shabby. Plus, look at that. It's just outstanding. Oh, yeah. Sting, which also is a beautiful looking sword. Look at that bad boy. I do wish the animation didn't start with an uppercut, as it can make singling out a single enemy a little hard. but it does have a huge hit radius and hitbox, so pretty neat. Again, you got your charge. Next, we have Flameberg, which looks pretty cool. Looks like a sword like from Hercules or something. I don't know why it made me think of that. Maybe Kingdom Hearts? I don't know. But also, looks pretty dope. And the Fire Sword of Caesar, which you can also add a magic stone to in the Skilled Blacksmith for the chance of adding a War God enchant to it. So, apart from looking pretty dope, also has an option for getting more enchants on it. And of course, it looks amazing. Neat. And last but not least, Mjolnir. Hammer of Thor. So I wish it had like some Valheim, like frost mist coming off of it or something, but regardless, it's pretty dope. And the patch update, they referred to it as a sword. It's clearly a hammer, but I think that's just falling in the category of two-handed sword. So, pretty nifty. And again, it is the current strongest weapon in game. So, happy to see a two-hander finally taking the throne as highest attack available. Sweet. So, for the two-handed weapons, the baseball bat the baseball bat you can craft inside the Skilled Blacksmith. The Stormbringer, you can also craft inside the Skilled Blacksmith, or a potential quest reward from an NPC. The Sting, you can acquire inside the Skilled Blacksmith, and I'm assuming a potential quest reward from an NPC, but I haven't seen it yet. You can get the Flameberg from killing a dragon, somewhere, somehow. You'll get the Fire Sword of Suitor from a gold chest. Again, you can take it to the Skilled Blacksmith with a magic stone dropped from a boss in Hell to upgrade it further, potentially adding the magic stone enchant to the sword. And last but not least, Mjolnir. You can acquire this from a NPC quest. The more difficult the quest, the better rewards. So you can imagine for Mjolnir, it's a difficult quest. The first time I got the quest for Stormbringer, the NPC asked me to bring him 4 captured dragons. Sorry, 4 captured raging dragons, which means they had to be above a certain level. I think like above level 70 or level 90 or something. So the quest can be a little tedious, and there's also a time component associated, so have fun with that. One more thing, guys, we do have the Craftopia dedicated server set up, so if you're interested in joining or playing with the crew, I keep it up from about 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So come and hang out with us. I'll let you know in the Discord whenever I'm playing. You can find the dedicated server chat inside the Discord. I have the IP address pinned at the top, so you can join via IP. And yeah, we can get 7 people maximum, so come join, claim a house, you can build whatever you want, and have fun with the crew. So, would love to see y'all here. Again, happy with the dedicated servers. We cannot travel to islands individually, but we can still have a good time, go kill some stuff, or help out some new players. So, would love to see y'all here. Again, join the Discord, should have the link down below. Anyways. So the 2 builds I did not cover here today would be guns and our magic build. So with the magic build, there's no real special attack associated with the weapons, and all the other weapons we've already tested. But to cover the staff for you real quick, Flower Staff of the Spirit Queen, you can acquire the appropriate materials from killing Fleur on the Cherry Blossom Island, or potentially find her in a dungeon. So it makes for a pretty useful weapon for a magic build, gives you 1257 magic attack, which is super nice. Comes with the passive skill Parry at level 4 and the passive skill Meditation, so it can be useful. If we pair that with the Escutcheon, gives us more magic attack, defense plus 30. We already have the Parry from it, so yeah, it can make for a pretty interesting build. You can also try out the Holy Sword of Suitor here, again, kind of going for a healer, priest, or paladin type build. So, interesting stuff. We don't really have any staffs that actually send out like a attack or anything of that nature, so it's more or less just a staff used as a sword, but the benefit to it is that it applies such a high magic attack and gives you these nice passives, so still a viable option. And that, everybody, are the strongest weapons in Craftopia at the moment. So I hope that was helpful for understanding what kind of damage or max stats they can add to your build, and understanding that you can go with a good amount of weapons. There's not a singular best at the top. As you saw, they're all within about 100 stat difference once you get up to Kai 99 or max refinement for each of the weapons. If you were not sure how to refine weapons, you can check out one of my earlier videos at some point. I probably need to make a new one as it may be outdated, but find a skilled refinery, get yourself some refining stones, and you essentially just need to put the weapon you want to refine in the far right, the weapons you want to delete in order to add to the refinement in the far left, stones in the middle, and it will tell you what the max refinement of whatever weapon you're using is. So in the case of the Fire Sword Suitor, you'll find those randomly from gold chests with some with decent enchants and some with potentially amazing enchants. So save the ones with amazing enchants for potential use in the ones that you're wanting to refine, and all the garbage enchanted fire swords you can use as the refining material. Anyways, guys, hope that was useful for understanding the strongest weapons in game, some potential options for creating your builds, or just seeing some cool attack styles that you can use in Craftopia. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Good luck, enjoy the ride, and I'll catch y'all at some point. Peace out, y'all.